Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching The Breakfast Show live on Nile TV International. It's now time for our second topic for discussion in today's episode of The Breakfast Show. And as we noted in our introduction, we're going to be shedding the light on the Toshka project, which is part of the comprehensive Southern Valley Development project that aims to double the amount of cultivated land in Upper Egypt at a cost of $100 billion by 2017 to develop Toshka, east of El Winnet and the New Valley Oasis. And to shed more light on this topic, we're most delighted to be joined by our economic expert, Dr. Zeinab Nawar. A very good morning, Dr. Zeinab, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. Good morning.
Doctor, first of all, if you can tell us about the importance and the significance of the Toshka project and its impact on the Egyptian economy.
Of course, the Toshka project that had been reformed once again the time of the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, because the project had several problems before coming of the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi into power. So a lot of reform had been done to the project, and a lot of facilities and infrastructure have been also facilitated and worked on lately for this project. If we are going to talk about food security and the importance of food security, especially now in the time of Corona and also the post-COVID and the time even of the war between Russia and Ukraine. So of course, when we talk about Toshka project, it's one of the main projects that will, of course, provide satisfaction and food security, especially if we talk about one of the most important strategic agricultural products that we do have here in Egypt, and we need, which is wheat. Also, the background of the project or the theme of the project, it had been built to add to the agricultural lands of Egypt about 540,000 agricultural lands. This is what is now is happening, and also there is an expectation that the number of agricultural lands under this project will be increasing to 1 million faddan. So, of course, this will add a lot to the agricultural lands and to the Egyptian agricultural lands, and this will lead to a more of production of different strategic agricultural products. And especially when we talk about the time that we are witnessing now, and how that most of us, we are just worried about the wheat, and because Egypt used to import wheat in a big proportion from mainly Russia. But now we have a new strategic plan is to decrease the importation of Russia. So the production and the harvest of wheat that had been lately done yesterday, this is a very good sign, and also this is a very good indicator that we are not going to depend on importing wheat and importing. Talk about mainly on what are the messages that we would like to bring, that we have to lessen the importation, and also we have to work on our own production, especially for the strategic agricultural products, and we have to work on the food security, which is an important and essential element for nowadays.
Yes, Dr. Zeinab, also, in your opinion, how can we maximize or make the utmost use of the available resources and increase the Egyptian agricultural exports? And of course, this matter will help narrow the trade balance deficit that we're witnessing now.
Yes, of course, the project, the plan of the project, that the project will have a role in exporting some of the agricultural products. So when we talk about that, you are going to lessen the importing of some of the agricultural products, and you would like to export more. So this means that the net exports for Egypt will be in positive, and this will reflect on the overall economy. In addition, that you will reduce the bill that you used to pay before from the foreign currency. So to maximize the effect of this project is to, of course, the expansion of the project is very important. Creating more jobs and opportunities is very important. Using the latest technologies and means of irrigation also is very important. Looking to new markets that we can export our agricultural products to, this is also a crucial thing. So these projects will add a lot through whatever they do add first number one is achieving food security, which is the most and ultimate and the optimum situation that we have to reach now in these days, plus the creation of opportunities and doing an exportation, especially if we talk about the exportation of some of the agricultural products that will be environmental, not friendly, I mean, that had been the farming of these products in a very clean environment, healthy and clean environment also. So this is very important and will add a lot to our society. But once again, food satisfaction is the main theme of this project, which is a lot. It means a lot to the Egyptian society.
Dr. Zeinab, picking on what you just said, in terms of generating job opportunities and overcoming the unemployment challenge, what do you think is the volume of providing opportunities for young people, especially in the Upper Egypt governorates, in light of this huge project?
Yes, of course, because if you talk about the governorate of Upper Egypt, they are the governorates that they are suffering from poverty and also the lack of opportunities of work. And unfortunately, we know that some of the agricultural land in the Upper Egypt, in some areas, we are sorry to say that, some of those who are living in Upper Egypt, they used to build on these farming lands. So we're talking about the amount of agricultural land that we used to have in some places and some villages. So I think that if we talk about more comprehensively of what Haya Karima may do to the poor villages of the Upper Egypt, which is the most important thing, that to get infrastructure of these villages and try once again to do what we can say that another type of reform and another type that if you have some of agriculture places or lands that they do not function well because of the lack of infrastructure services, I think Haya Karima would provide with this. Adding to that, if another scale of those farmers or youth that are located in Upper Egypt and they don't find a proper opportunity, I think Toshka will be a proper project for them. And of course, also Toshka is prepared for new housing system for the youth to go and to start their life. So I think Toshka it's a comprehensive project. It's an agricultural big project, and also it will encourage the reallocation once again of the citizens or the Egyptians that are living in Upper Egypt to move into new areas, and also this will add to the reallocation of the population and try to moving any type of concentration in some places. So it will add also in this area, and of course creating more jobs and creating more opportunities. And those who will be working in this project will see the latest technologies in farming and agriculture work. So this is very important also to add knowledge, to increase the knowledge for those who are working in this project, which is Toshka, of course.
Dr. Zeinab, as we're wrapping up, I'd like to listen to your closing remarks.
Yes, closing remark. I'm so proud of this project and also for us as Egyptians. And once again, we are in a time that we are seeing that we have one of the giant and a lot of giant economies now are collapsing because of the food security issues. But once again, here in Egypt, we had worked on this and we also succeeded in this plan, which is I'm so proud of that, and we should, as we are all Egyptians, be proud of that. We are, as Egyptian economy, we are working on a stable test, and we are also tackling an important areas, and one of these, which is the food security.
Yes, indeed, Dr. Zeinab Nawar, economic expert. We really appreciate your insights as always. Thank you so much for joining us on The Breakfast Show. And dear viewers, by this, we wrap up today's episode of The Breakfast Show. You were in the company of myself, Karim Ghanadine, and my colleague Dina Hussein. Until we meet again, this goodbye.